Welcome everybody to our first Spooky Spotlight of the 2019-2020 school year. I'm Shivani Radhakrishnan.
And I'm Jackie Carroll.
In this week's edition, a former bank founder comes to Lovejoy to teach.
A wagging tail lifts the spirits of a Lovejoy teacher.
And a sophomore unleashes an unbelievable amount of skill in music.
But first, a festive tradition impacts the local community and gives trick-or-treaters a Halloween sneak peek.
Many people will go out for trick-or-treating Halloween night in search of sugary treats. However, the local community of Greenville Oaks have a different way of expressing their spooky spirit through their annual Halloween get-together.
Most years we have anywhere between 300 or 400 people that come out. As far as I'm concerned, we order 400 hamburgers and those all get eaten, so 400 or so.
It's our largest event. Like, we have more people come to trunk or treat than any other event throughout the year. So you get a lot of people here, and everyone's happy because it's candy and little kids playing games.
Children laugh and play as they enjoy various activities, ranging from decorated trunks to lively games, each provided by groups and individuals who construct, design, and run them.
Probably what I enjoy most is seeing the kids' faces as they come up to the different trunks, and they're all dressed up in their costumes, and so they're all excited and everything. And when we're able to, especially with students, when I'm able to see my students engage those kids, and as they walk up to the trunks and involve them in the game or the activity that the trunk has, to me that's awesome.
The church does trunk or treat because it's a outreach time. It's an event that we can invite the neighbors and the friends, but also people that maybe just don't always go to Greenville Oaks. So we get to have the time just to have fun, enjoy it, and be around each other.
Everyone is invited to participate in this Halloween event, from older couples, giggling toddlers, and fun-loving teens.
So here at Greenville Oaks, we have a special needs ministry. I love that trunk or treat involves everyone. So we have kids that are special needs, that are excited about dressing up, and they're just as excited as our kids are, and they're just as excited about the adults and the teenagers that get to do it. So all of us are all together in one place doing the same thing. I love that it just involves everyone.
While trunk or treat may seem like just another Halloween tradition, it has a deeper meaning for those involved.
I mean, we hope as a church that it is something that visitors can come to, that people who live in our area can come to with their kids. We hope that it's something that's fun and engaging, not just for the people here in this church, but for people that live around us as well. You know, for me, it's not really about like getting them in our church. It's more about providing something fun for those families and for those kids.
This is Bradley Kofal, Annabeth Smith, and Noah Nadeau, reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.
A new face at LHS, a former bank founder puts his money on Lovejoy students by coming to teach with years of banking experience in his pocket. Natalie's got the story. Let's take a look.
How many of you have ever seen such a document before?
As tweens and adolescents, at some point we dream about what we want to experience, pursue as a career, or see. We are fortunate to live in a world that offers many different opportunities in all sorts of industries depending on what we aspire to do. Mr. Craigbaum, a new Lovejoy teacher, is just like us.
My dream when I was finishing college was to be a coach and a teacher.
For some, our circumstances can determine what we can and can't do, especially when it comes to money.
I was envisioned to become an auto mechanic.
Mr. Craigbaum ended up becoming the founder of a bank, even though his dream was to do something completely different. Although he didn't get to do what he dreamed of doing immediately after college, there are some unquestionable benefits to having experience in a totally different field.
It's hard to teach these things effectively without ensuring your students in your classroom that it does have application.
The experience I've had in business has equipped me to be able to integrate, infuse into my lesson plans real-life stories that bring content to life.
Luke Wheatley, a senior at LHS, has found that Dr. Craigbaum's tools to help teach students have proven to be helpful.
He's telling us examples and stories and metaphors on how this is really translated into his actual life.
Most of us have some type of mentor that helps us become who we are today. For Mr. Craigbaum, little did he know that one of his customers is the reason that he is pursuing his lifelong dream.
I had a friend in Charlotte, North Carolina, one of my bank customers, who was a very, very successful entrepreneur. He owned a major sporting distributing company. And he came to my bank one day and made me aware that he was stepping away from his business and that he was becoming a teacher and a coach.
So many worldly influences can get in the way of us pursuing our dreams, but Mr. Craigbaum decided to follow through with his dream by becoming a teacher here at Lovejoy.
They should not let someone steal their dreams by discouraging them.
This is Natalie McLaren reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.
Everybody needs a best friend, and the children of Lovejoy Elementary have a furry companion to share their ups and downs with every day. Bradley, Cheney, and Jake will walk us through it.
Elementary school teaches students to be honest and responsible, but in G108, Cheryl Nicholson teaches her students respect for more than just their fellow classmates.
And treat others.
Tank is a 2-year-old service dog working in Lovejoy Elementary.
He offers, I say, emotional support. I mean, it's really, teachers come down during the day just to, they say, get some Tank loving. He really, really works well with my autistic kids.
When he's here, he's working. I mean, but if there's a child at recess that's, upset or gets hurt or, is really struggling to get through the moment, he'll always come over and he'll sit, and he's very patient, and the kids can pet him. And it's really neat. You can see just this calming effect kind of wash over the kids.
While students enjoy time off during recess, Tank remains hard at work.
A lot of times they'll lay down on the concrete out there, and he'll walk by them, and they'll want him to stop and smell them and lick him.
Wesley? No.
He really senses when they're about to escalate, and I've watched him get up and go and literally lay on top of one of them, and then the kid just relax and it's like he knows ahead of time what they're going to want, or he'll push up against them if they need that sensory of having a weight on them. He'll sit there and let them if one of them just needs to rub his ears. I mean, he's just like, he knows that's what they need, and he's there to we say, give everybody his love.
This is Cheney Kelly with Jake Piccirillo and Bradley Kofall reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.
Bringing his talents to the chamber orchestra during his first year at Lovejoy, a sophomore knows how to put the pedal to the metal, but with music. Arya, Nate, and Jackie show us how a student is sharing his passion for the piano.
Who's been to Moscow and Siberia and Paris and Switzerland and Poland and Italy and Austria and played in Carnegie Hall and Air Basel in Vienna and the Rachmaninoff Hall and the Tchaikovsky Hall. He's played in the holy grails of concert halls.
Sophomore Perrin Luke is a phenomenal pianist who has played in competitions all around the globe.
I've been playing the piano since I was 7. I started with my mom teaching me for a year, and then she switched me to a more formal teacher. And then 2 years later, she started me with a professor at TCU. I practice 1 hour every morning before school, and then 3 hours after school. My biggest achievement probably was last year in the summer. I went to Moscow for a piano competition. They had 15 pianists there. They were all incredible, and it was really an eye-opening experience seeing how kids played over there.
Throughout Perrin's musical career, he has participated in many musical competitions. Out of all of them, he considers his journey in Russia to be one of his most intense and memorable journeys.
A pianist at his level is like training an Olympian, basically a gymnast, who's going all over the world. It's the same. It used to be like when he was getting ready for Moscow, he would practice, I would say, anywhere between 8 and 10 hours. every day. It was really difficult getting ready for that competition.
It was full of fear. That's what drove me that month, was probably a lot of fear. And but once, it kind of went away once I was there, but definitely that month was difficult.
Studying music for my children was just kind of like brushing their teeth, like they were going to do it. I started to teach him, and he took to it. He was observed, and actually when he was a little boy, like really little, I would teach at night, and my very advanced students he would always stay up for. He wouldn't even go to sleep. Like he'd be 2 and 3, and I would say, it's time for you to go to sleep. He'd say, no, I have to wait until Nicholas and Tara come because I have to hear them play. So I knew there's a lot in his mind going on as far as music.
Well, this is actually my first year back in public school since 4th grade. So it's been different. I've had to get up earlier to practice to make that 1 hour in the morning.
You know, music is about life, and you can't play it if you haven't experienced life. And what he's doing is living now. So I think that will really add to his music. At least I hope it will.
This is Jackie Carroll, Aria Raju, and Nathan Fowler reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.
We hope you enjoyed these stories. Until next time, I'm Shivani Radhakrishnan.
And I'm Jackie Carroll.
And remember, if there's a story to find,
we'll find it here on Leopard Spotlight.